I've always been quite a confused person as well. Like, you're looking at someone who has learnt the hard way that the term extraordinary does not mean more ordinary, right? Like, I did a gig a while ago. A guy came up to me at the end and went, "Carl, that was extraordinary." I was like, "Yeah? Shut your face, mate." I had a similar situation recently. Basically, I took some time off, and people started asking how I was going to spend that time. What I meant to say was lazing about. What I actually said was, sleeping around. If I'm honest, I just put it down to the pressure of meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time. It's difficult. But I have some sort of weird situations in Manchester. Like a while ago, I was at a house party. This guy came up to me. He went, "All right, mate, who's your favourite serial killer?" Right. I panicked. I said, "Wolverine." So, if I'm honest, I do stand by that answer. He is my favourite. But like that sort of thing happens to me quite a lot. Because basically, complete strangers will always come up to me and just say weird stuff. And like first time it happened was in a restaurant. I don't want to show off to you, but it was a Harvester. Yeah, you're paying a lot of money. It was the waiter who did it, right? He brought my food out, and as he did, he said something I thought was particularly odd. He went, "Just to let you know, sir, that food was made especially for you." I was like, "Cool." I then spent the rest of the meal trying to think of a time I'd been to a restaurant where the food I ate hadn't been made especially for me. Admittedly, buffets are different, but the staff don't tend to come up to you going, "Just so you know, sir, that food made for everyone." You greedy boy. The second time it happened was at a swimming pool, right? At the time, I'd started swimming because I wanted to get a bit hench, and I think we can all agree I've absolutely nailed it. The laughter of agreement, thank you. But on the day that I went swimming, the water in the pool was quite hot, and this sort of elderly gentleman swam up to me. He just went, "Oh, it is like soup." Right. Again, I wasn't really sure how to respond. I just went, "Yes, and we are the croutons." Single round of applause from the back, thank you. The last time it happened to me, I was on an airplane, and I was sat next to this guy who was getting really drunk, right? And I could tell he was, because he was drinking those little bottles of wine. But he kept leaning over to me going, "Are the bottles small, or are we all giants?" It's like, "I think you've had enough, sir." But I was quite nervous about the flight as well, so eventually, to take my mind off it, I started doing some drawing. This guy looked over again, he went, "Oh, those drawings are amazing." And said, "If I give you £10, which ordinarily is my favourite start to a sentence, right? Not in this situation, right? He's like, "If I give you £10, will you draw a picture of my wife and kid?" Right? I was like, "Sure. Do you have a photo I can work from?" Then he looked me in the eye, and this will always stay with me. He went, "No, I want you to imagine them." I was like, "Mate, you sure you're not imagining them?" In the end, I basically drew Madge from Neighbours and Tracy Beaker, and if you're ever in that situation, I nailed it, so it's good stuff.